Hi everyone, let me help you today improve your examples, and I'll show you some good ones and bad ones so you can understand the difference. Imagine you make this point in your essay. It is a well-known fact that children develop at different rates. So this is a good topic sentence at the beginning of a body paragraph. Then it's normal to follow with an example, and you can introduce the example like this. So here is the point again, and here is a good example of an example. Are you ready? My niece, for example, did not start speaking until the age of 3. In contrast, her brother was already using simple sentences at the same age. This is an excellent model of an example because the writer mentions specific people, it contrasts specific people, and you can see the detail. It's got the age and the difference in the way that the niece and her brother were speaking. What about this one? It is a well-known fact that children develop at different rates. For example, girls develop faster than boys. This is a bad example. Why? It's not an example. Girls, boys, it's too broad. It's not specific. It gives no situations, no people, no names, no organizations. And this particular sentence cannot be proven because it's too broad. Imagine you make this point in an essay. Many countries develop a tourism industry to boost their economy quickly. For instance, they invest in tourism to build up their income. What do you think? Is this a good or a bad model? This is terrible. It's not an example. It is not specific. The writer just repeated the same information. And who is they? We don't know. There is no example. Here are some more good examples of examples. I seem to be using the word example a lot. So let's read them together. Many countries develop a tourism industry to boost their economy quickly. Australia is a good example of this. Its government has invested heavily into the hotel and transport sectors to make sure that international visitors are attracted. Oh, I love it. We've got the name of a country, and we've got the name of 2 industries, so hotel, transport, and we've got the name or the type of people that are affected. So this is a very good model. What about this one? Many countries develop a tourism industry to boost their economy quickly. In cases such as France, the government has invested heavily into the wine and cheese industries to make sure that tourists put a lot of cash into the economy and the agricultural sector too. Oh, how wonderful! You will make your writing examiner so happy. Again, a country name has been given. We've got wine, cheese, tourists again, and agriculture. So specific industries, specific people, a specific country. This is a very good example. Remember, you make a point and then you make the point very narrow. To give an example, write about a person, a place, an organization, an industry, give names and be specific. So get very narrow. Okay, are you ready to practice? You might have to pause the video several times now. Here is a topic sentence. Many people around the world interact with strangers through the power of the internet. What is a good example to follow this topic sentence? Are you thinking? Here is an answer. For example, students at an Australian university can complete a project with students in Greece on the other side of the world by using online tools and email. Specific countries, specific situation, and 2 ways to connect on the internet. Let's practice. Number 2. Global warming is having catastrophic effects around the world. So you should focus on this word and notice this is negative. So you must follow with a negative example of a consequence. Here we go. Have you got one in your mind? Maybe you can think of one from your country. Here is my answer. One case is the islands in the Pacific Ocean. Some of them are being covered by rising sea levels, which leads to loss of animal habitats. And I'm sorry, that's a little mistake there. Which leads to because of effects. We've got a specific place in the world. We've got a specific situation. The more specific, the better. Let's practice. Number 3. Learning a language has many benefits for the learner. All right, so this one you must follow with a benefit and in your paragraph more than one. Have you got a benefit? Have you got 2 benefits? The learner can get a better job, for example. He will also find it easier to travel the world, especially if he learns a widely spoken language like Chinese or Spanish. And of course, the paragraph would continue, but we won't keep going now. You've got a better job and easier to travel the world. So we've got 2 benefits. How did you go? Did you improve your understanding so you can give much better examples in your essays? My name is Ruth. I'm from EnglishTestHelp.online. I'm here to help.